More than a decade, the Detroit Land Bank has been tearing down and rebuilding blighted homes across Detroit. Now a new study shows that work has driven an estimated $2 billion in economic impact over 10 years. But what does this really mean for people living in those neighborhoods? Here's Fox 2's Dave Spencer.
Tammy Daniels runs the Detroit Land Bank.
We are the owner of vacant, abandoned residential property, charged with returning that property to productive use.
When she came on board in 2015, foreclosed properties used to come to the land bank from Wayne County by the thousands. And the pace with which the real estate gets turned around is staggering. In 11 years, the Detroit Land Bank acted on 43,000 properties.
Like a team that is actually pumping out 10 property transformations a day on average in the city of Detroit for every single day for 11 years. It's an unprecedented effort.
Nigel Griswold has been studying land banks for years.
What we knew for sure is that the blighted structures had a huge negative effect on the neighborhoods.
His firm just wrapped up an in-depth look at the Detroit Land Bank, specifically attaching a dollar amount to the effort.
Property values increased by about $5 billion. So how does that affect the property tax revenues? People paying their property taxes. That's good for the city as well. It's good for services. It has the whole knock-on effect.
So this work is, it's intentional. It's one house at a time, one block at a time.
According to the study, 6,000 people have become land bank homeowners in Detroit. 13,000 structures were rehabbed, and 31,000 pieces of property were turned into side gardens, yard space, and parks over those 10 years.
Creating a clean slate for neighbors and residents to reimagine their neighborhoods.
Think of it this way. Say a 3-bedroom home in 2014 in Detroit was valued at $25,000 because the neighbors left a vacant, dilapidated house, bringing down your property value.
Today, maybe it's worth $125,000.
When you add up the total amount of times a scenario like that played out, it equates to $2 billion. And to those who say the buyers are speculators, companies looking to cash in on cheap land,
82% of our buyers are Detroiters. Detroit residents are the ones taking advantage of these programs. And for our vacant land sales, it's almost 90%.
Daniels says this is all by design. The Detroit Land Bank currently only has roughly 750 structures in its inventory.
Our goal is to work ourselves out of business, because that means that the city is healthy.
The Detroit Land Bank typically uses an auction to sell its properties. They run daily from 9 to 5. You could find more information at buildingdetroit.org, or of course you could find a link at fox2detroit.com.